much longer I got?
Minute 30.
Oh, that'd be
Ew.
good. Ow. I haven't done a story time in so long, and I'm really excited to share with you guys some creepy stuff that has happened in my past. So over the next couple videos, I'm gonna just do some story times, and yeah, let's get right into it. This is the time that I got a Bumble and had a stalker. And when I say stalker, I mean serious stalker. If you haven't watched my Tinder date gone wrong video, click on that and watch that. It's in the description box. I'll link it below. So basically, I was done with Tinder after that date. So I got a Bumble because all my friends were like, Bumble is way better than Tinder. The guys are cuter. Every guy there is more than likely trying to just get to know you and not trying to get in your draws. So I got a Bumble. And when I got this Bumble, actually that was the case. Like, all the guys on Bumble were super fine. And you know, I date interracially, or I date outside of my race a lot. So I have to really watch online dating because there's a fine line between a white guy like admiring you for your beauty and you being different and like just fetishizing you. And I ran across a lot of guys that would fetishize me. Fast forward, I met this guy. We're gonna call him Eugene. Alright, because Eugene sounds pretty creepy, right? Eugene messages me and we're talking back and forth for about 2 weeks. I was on Bumble swiping while I was in my parents' city, and they live an hour away from my college. He lives there because, you know, I was swiping in the area. You know, I was like, yeah, I live here, but I go to school here, and we were talking about all kinds of stuff. All of a sudden, he starts full-on fetishizing me, and that was like the first red flag. I should have been gone after that, because he was saying stuff like my Nubian African goddess and all kinds of stuff, and I was just like, okay, well, sis, like, and calling me all types of truffles and candies and ebonies, and he was talking about some, ooh, you're like my chocolate truffle Willy Wonka baby, like, huh? Like, he would say all kinds of stuff, just off the wall stuff, and that was the first red flag. But you know, sometimes you look over fetishizing and you're like, ooh, like, yeah, I am your dark chocolate queen. Is it in focus? Mm-hmm. Okay. So, fast forward, we go on our first date. And I like to go on coffee dates for the first date, or I'll walk in the park. So, we go to the park. This guy immediately holds my hand while we're walking in the park. And I'm like, I don't feel comfortable. Like, we've known each other for 10 seconds. Also, when he got out the car, hold on, let me rewind. The second red flag was that instead of going to the park, he wanted to pick me up and come to his house. And then we go to the park together. And I was like, okay, well, I don't really know you, so no. And we ended up meeting up at this church because churches are holy. And, you know, I'm saying there are witnesses around, and Jesus is there. We meet at the church parking lot, and he gets out the car, and immediately he don't look nothing like his profile picture. So I'm looking at him like looking down at him, because sis, he was shorter than me. Also, this boy was skinny, not fit. This boy was malnourished. He needed some milk. He was just skinny, and I just felt like I was taking a child through the walk. You know, oh, no, wait, let me rephrase that. I just felt like I was taking a child through a walk through the park to the walk through the park.
On a walk through the park.
Oh my God! I felt like I was taking a child on a walk through the park. I finally said it. And I just felt like I was babysitting because he was so little. And he held my hand, and that was really the straw that broke the camel's back, because I was like, sis, like, oh my God, the way he was talking was weird. So I asked him where he was from, and he was like, it depends on who you're asking. I was like, well, I'm asking you, where are you from? And he was like, it depends on when you're asking. Sis, I'm asking you right now where you're from. Like, if someone asks you where you from, Tyree, what are you gonna say?
Lubbock, Texas.
Oh, okay. Right? Am I right?
No.
He was one of those guys that, like, genuinely thought that he was smarter than he actually was. And every single time he was talking, he was trying to outsmart himself. Oh my God, he was so big on time and how time was relative. And like, granted, I like to talk about that stuff too. I love being curious and researching and just talking about weird crap and conspiracy theories. Like, sometimes I get bored and want to talk about that. But on the first date, sir, I just want to know where you were born. Like, at one point, he literally asked me who I was in my past life. I don't even know what I had for dinner last night, sis. I don't know who I was in my past life, huh? So, as you can imagine where my headspace was at, I was ready to go. We was linked hands. I had to unpart them suckers because I was not having it. So we're walking back to the car and it just gets weirder and weirder. Like, he starts talking about our future together and how he could picture me in it, how he wants to live outside of the United States. Like, he wants to move with me outside of the United States. And he was like, how many kids do you want to have? I want to have 8. And I'm like, I can barely handle this conversation. So I don't think that this is gonna work out. Like, I think we should just go our separate ways. But he was really, really socially awkward, and I didn't want to end up, you know, a missing girl on a flyer. So I was just like, yeah, no, you know, like I had such a good time, and like I'll definitely hit you up the next time I'm in the city. I'm not hitting him up next time I'm in the city.
You got 2 minutes and 30 seconds left.
Anyway, so a week later, he starts contacting me and texting me and all this kinds of stuff. I never even gave him my number. He got it off of Facebook. And he's telling me he loves me, sending me paragraphs about how he feels about me, how he misses me, and all this crap. And I'm like, sis, I don't know you. So I finally reply after getting text after message after DM. And I'm like, I'm so uncomfortable with this. If you don't stop messaging me, I'm going to bring this to the police and I'm going to report you. And how about that? And he leaves me alone for a couple months. And then after like maybe 2.5 months, he sends me this video with him just talking about life. And it's like super, super weird. And he tried messaging me a couple times after that, but I eventually blocked him on everything and I haven't heard from him since. Yeah, but that was the time that I was stalked by a weird guy. And I don't recommend online dating unless you are for sure who you were meeting up with. Like, don't be careless, because I was really careless and did not listen to the red flags. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe to my channel. Click that button either right here or right here. I don't know where it is. Anyways, like this, share this video, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.